Hello and welcome to episode 62 of Joys of the Podcast.
Guys, I just love you. I love you all so much. I know that I haven't been as consistent as I'm supposed to be, but we're just gonna do you know what I mean? We're just gonna forgive me because you love me, so you're gonna forgive me. That's what you're gonna do. Love you guys. I'm so sorry, but I'm back. Hey, bitches. Do you know what? Life has been really lifing. Like, it's just very difficult. I'm always moaning, aren't I, that my life is difficult, but it is quite difficult. Like, between working, looking after Janelle, trying to pop my pumps, and doing this podcast, it's just, you know what I mean? Like, the time it goes quickly. It goes very quickly. So I'm sorry, but I'm here now. And I wanted to talk about something today that has been really getting on my blood clot nerves. So I've been out twice this week because, just living life, getting drunk. And I went out with my good friend Felisha. Shout out to Felisha, babes. I don't even know if Felisha listens to my podcast, but Felisha, if you don't listen to my podcast, why don't you listen to my podcast? And second of all, if you do listen to my podcast, then hey girl, hey. But I'm going to send Felisha this episode so that she knows that I'm talking about her on this episode. Do you know what I mean? So anyways, me and Felisha went out on Monday. We went to a Talks with Ash Love Island finale event. That was good. And can I just say, I did a post on my Instagram when I met Sideman, and I was so drunk, and I feel very embarrassed because I'm just like, oh my God, Joy, really? But anyways, it's fine. He was nice. It was fine. So shout out to Sideman as well, because he definitely doesn't listen to my podcast. But he said he'll come on, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll soon see. So yeah, we did that. That was good. We had a lot of Prosecco that night. I don't know what was going on, but the Prosecco was rolling. And we got 2 free glasses of Prosecco each, can I just say? Doesn't everyone just love a freebie? I just love a freebie. It just tastes so much better. Anyways, so there was that. And then on Friday, we went to see... Yeah. But my favourite song is Underlow, and I'm changing my temperature. I don't know none of the words, but I love Burna Boy. Okay, if you didn't know by now, it was Burna Boy. Okay, so we went to see Burna Boy. It was good. I feel like he he missed out some of my favourite songs, but I listened to when these people do tours, they're touring a certain album, innit? I think, yeah. So then, but I like some of his old stuff that are on different albums, so it depends. But he sang a lot of the ones that I do like. Oh God, I got hiccups. What a tramp. But yeah, so I love you, Burna. But my little, not a rant, because I don't rant. I do rant. I just felt like, so basically, y'all know I had my surgery in January. I'm losing weight. I'm feeling like a lot more energetic. Like, I feel a lot better in myself. I don't really care. Not that I don't care how I look, but what I mean is I'm more enjoying the feeling that the weight loss has given me more than the physical look. I look great, don't get me wrong, but I look great before. But I'm just saying, I look great, but it's the way I feel. Honestly, I feel so much better. And so your girl's on the glow up, as Felisha likes to say. I'm on the glow up, right? And it really upset me because I just feel like the public hate me. The general public fucking hate me. They hate me. Not just me, they just hate blind people. Not just blind, they just hate disabled people. They just hate us. And what I mean by that is fucking hell. People just cannot see past your disability. And it just pisses me off. Okay, so me and Felisha got dressed up to go to Burna Boy. We was looking like bad bitches, not gonna lie. Okay. Joy had her tits out, Joy had her arms out, Joy had her legs out. Everything was out, yeah. Looking buff. Just because Felisha curled my hair, it was all good, okay? But she was telling me because obviously when you're walking, I have my cane with me, and when you're walking in public and stuff, people were just like, they either just like jump out the way or whatever. That's fine, move, bitch, get out the way. But she was even telling me like, oh my god, like, why are people staring, like, why are they staring at her? And I think it's two things, and I said this to her, and I was like, I think it's two things. I think it's number one, that people are still getting used to fatties like me being confident and having their flesh on show, because I think it's still like there are a lot of plus size women doing it now, like online and stuff, but I think the general public are still a little bit like, oh, larger lady with all her shit hanging out. Like, I think they're still getting used to that idea, which is good for them. You get used to it because it's going to happen, yeah? Like, you don't have to be fucking stick thing to have your body out. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can have a belly, it's fine. So I think there's that with me. And then the second thing is obviously because I have my cane and my glasses, so then they're like, oh, she's blind. Oh, is she blind? Oh, and I hate that thing where people are like, oh, you don't look blind. Like, what does blind look like? Like, we don't have a look. Like, it's so stupid. I'm sure I've said this before, but people still piss me off, so I have to keep saying it. Like, blind people don't have a look. Visually impaired people don't have a look. Like, anyone can be visually impaired. Like, you don't fucking know. Do you know, like, I just started to feel, if I'm really honest, I just started to feel really self-conscious, and I was just like, oh my god, like, it made me feel like I shouldn't even be out the house, because I was like, so if I get dressed up and I go out with my cane living my best blind life, people were still just looking at me like, oh, is she okay, is she alright, oh, what's she doing out, is she really blind? Like, and it's just like, it's just very disheartening, and it's just, I just hate it sometimes. So then it makes me feel like, no, Joy, like, you shouldn't go out and you shouldn't go to these events, and you should just stay at home because the world is not ready for you. And I said that to Felisha, and she was like, oh, shut up, no, it's fine, like, what do you mean, like, you are Joy, like, you need to be out. But it's like, this is what I mean, like, I want to be out, but I just can't deal with the public. They just piss me off. Anyway, sidebar, speaking of the public, I went somewhere. Okay, I went to Milton Keynes, innit? I went to Milton Keynes for the first time. Never been there before, but I can't really go into that story just yet. But one day I will. But I need to let that situation die down before I then come on here and tell you guys what happened in Milton Keynes. But by the time we get to like episode 85, someone message me and be like, Joy, can you tell us about Milton Keynes? Just do that, and then I'll remember, and then I'll tell you. But anyways, I was travelling to Milton Keynes, and I went from wherever I went from, and I had to get to Euston. So I went to Euston, and I was assisted, because, you know, blind bitch out here, I was assisted by the underground people. Then they took me to the overground people. They swapped me over. And it was some nice, tall Jamaican king that was assisting me. And, you know, like, when I was kind of like just focused on where I was going, like, I was going to Milton Keynes, do you know what I mean? So I wasn't really like paying, I don't know, my head was just not there. Anyway, so this tall Jamaican king was like guided me. He's like, oh, let's sit down. And then he was like, oh, where are you going to, blah blah blah. And I told him, I was like, oh, I need to get this train. And he was like, oh, you just missed the off peak, because my ticket was for off peak. And I was like, oh shit. He was like, let me see what I can do for. And this is what he's like, the way he was like talking, and you know, like some Jamaican like accents, yeah, they're more harsh than others, if that makes sense, or like some of them talk faster or whatever. This one, he was like, he had a deep voice, he had the accent, and he was just looking at me, and he was like, I don't know if I could do the accent right now. Hold on. He was like, yeah. No, I can't do that. Anyway, he basically was like, let me see what I could do for you. And I was like, yeah, just go and tell them that I'm a lovely girl and I need to get on the train. And he was like, yeah. So then he went and he came back. He was like, okay, I found a train for you. So I was like, okay, cool. So he walks me to the train now, and as we're walking, he's chatting, and I'm used to them, like, they always chat, like, these people, well, not always, but a lot of the time they chat to you. But then he was like, oh yeah, you're a very nice looking woman, I don't see you around here a lot, like, are you gonna come back, I was like, oh, I don't know. And he was telling me that where he lives, and then he was like, where do you live? I was like, told him the area, and then he was like, oh yeah, it'll be nice to see you around here again, and I was like, okay, I see where you're going, yeah, okay. And then he put me on the train, right? And then he went, well, no, sorry. Before he went, he gave me like this card, and he was like, "Oh, this is the number to call if you want like assistance again, blah blah blah." And then he gave me another one, which is like, "Oh, this is my name. Like, come and find me next time you're here, blah blah blah." And I'm like, and it was so embarrassing because the train was so packed. Do you know what I mean? And I was getting fanny flutters, and I was just like, "What's going on?" Anyways, then he went. Then he came back like 5 minutes later and was like, I can't remember what he told me. I think he's like, "Oh yeah, I told the train person, the conductor, I think they're called the conductor, that you're on the train, blah, blah, blah. So when you get to Milton Keynes, someone will be there." I was like, "Okay, thank you." I was like, "Thank you." And then he was like, "Yeah, hopefully see you soon." I'm like, "Okay, you've told me you want to see me about 5 times now, babes. Like, what do you want me to do? Raise your face? I mean, what do you want? Where are we going from here?" Anyway, so I looked at this card thing after, and I was like, "Okay, he put his name, but you didn't put your number. So what am I supposed to do with this information?" Do you know what I mean, guys? But you know your girl is a sucker for a Jamaican, and I'm just saying he had the height and the voice. Okay. Okay. I'm here for it. And now I'm like, so when am I going to Euston again? But then it's like, even if I go to Euston, I might not get him. And then it's a bit embarrassing to ask another person for him. Awkward. I don't know what to do here, guys. So I need some advice. Could you guys like message me and tell me what you think I should do? Or then I was saying to my friend Courtney, I was like, should I call up the assistant's number and just like say I want to speak to him? But then that's weird, isn't it? Is that a bit weird? Like, why didn't you write his number down? Why would you write your fucking name down, you donut? What am I going to do with your name? I even like his name, not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. But anyways, yeah, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. So now I don't know what to do because I was thinking about him. But speaking about thinking about somebody, I don't know what's happened to me over the last couple of weeks, but I've just been like man crazy, like man hungry. I don't know, I've been getting bare men talking to me and I don't know what's going on. I'm like, am I okay? Or if I turn it to Beyonce all of a sudden, why are you all messaging me? Leave me alone. No, don't leave me alone. I'm joking. I'm still looking for a husband, so just message me. But yeah, like all these men just like coming up, attractive men left, right and centre, and I don't know what to do with my life. Anyways, there was a man that I saw at work. Did you hear that? At work. And he doesn't work where I work. But he came in. Anyways, I'm sure he's not going to listen to this, but anyways, he's buffeting, and I can't stop thinking about him, and I don't know what to do. Again, it's like, why is it always the ones that you want either don't want you, or sorry guys, that was just me like reclining, so just deal with it. Yeah, like why do they like either the ones you like don't want you, or they give you their fucking name? Fucking name. What do I want your name for? What do I want your name for? I mean, obviously I want your name, but what? Where's the number? Then the one at work, the guy at work, yeah. Mate, he best come back next week. But oh shit, I'm not even in the office next week. Shit, man. I don't know what to do, guys. But I know where he works. I'm gonna stalk him. No, not stalk him like that. Obviously, I don't condone stalking. What I mean is, where he works, I used to work, and I might know one or two people that still work there. So I'm gonna ask them to put in a good word for me. That's what I'm gonna do. Am I okay? Definitely not. But we know this, guys. You're part of the Joy's World family. You know that I'm not okay, and you know that this is what Joy's got to do. A girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. Hey ho. Hey bitches, yeah. So yeah, I'm still looking for a lovely man to sweep me off my fat feet. And I just don't know if or when or how this is going to happen. Yeah. Men are And
weird.
I
They're
just
very
want to
weird.
say this on here, right? In case some of you guys listening don't follow me on Instagram, I mean you should be, but if you, it's up to you, innit? But if you don't, I put on my story about something that was pissing me off. To do with Janelle's school, because basically, yeah, I like you guys know they all have to have like a named water bottle, okay? So I buy her water bottles. Do you know how much money I've spent on fucking water bottles? Because either they get broken or they start leaking, etc., etc. So I bought her this one from Where did I buy it from? I bought her loads. Sometimes I buy them off Amazon, sometimes I whatever. So I think I've got one off Etsy before. I got one from this lady that I know on Instagram. She does personalised stuff. And so it was lovely. It was blue. It was sparkly. It had that spray thing, like so they could spray themselves. Like Janelle loved it, right? So anyway, she had this water bottle for all of 2-3 weeks. And then before the summer holidays, I was told that a child threw her bottle over the fence and the teacher asked the mum if she could replace it. So I was like, okay, fine, didn't think anything of it. Then obviously it was a summer holiday, so I thought, well, I'm not going to get it now, I'll get it after the summer holidays. But now they're back. This is the 3rd week they're back. I'm not seeing this water bottle. And in the meantime, obviously, I've had to buy her another one to start school. So £17 60 something. So you might as well just round it up to £18 I spent on this water bottle to have her name on it. And so she's got that one. But I called the school and I was like, what's happened to this water bottle? And they basically was like, can't you speak to the mum about it? And I was like, no, I don't do the pick up, so I can't speak to the mum. And then she was like, can't you write Janelle a note and she can give it to the mum? I said no. Because imagine, yeah, guys, if my child gives this note to this boy's mum and the mum's like, psh, rude, do you know what I mean? Because I'm not being funny, we don't know how parents are going to react. Not all parents are nice like me. Do you know what I mean? They're not. So I'm like, and I said to the woman, I was like, well, no, because I don't, Janelle's not getting involved like that. If the woman's rude to her and I'm not there, what are we going to do? So then she was like, okay, I'll speak to someone about it. So then I get an email on Friday evening from the deputy head, basically saying, I heard about the water bottle situation. The teacher did ask the mum to replace it. Unfortunately, we are unable to do anything. We're unable to enforce that the mum replaces it. Blah blah blah. Hope that's okay. If you have any questions, get back to me. I replied to her and I said, I do have questions. I said, surely there's got to be some kind of school policy, on replacing items. This is not. First of all, why did the ute have my ute's water bottle in the first place? Second of all, maybe the mum forgot. So as the school, why can't they just say to her, your son, threw this child's water bottle over the fence, can you replace it? Ask her again, bruv. I don't care, bruv. Ask her again. Because what do you want me to go down to the school with my blind self? How am I finding this mom? How am I finding her? Don't piss me off. Don't actually piss. I'm actually fuming. Because you know what, £18 for a fucking water bottle is a lot. Okay? It's a lot, guys. Yeah? And I just think if Janelle threw another child's, water bottle, jumper, anything, shoe, I would have to replace it. You have to take responsibility for your child. And I feel like this mother, A, should not have forgotten and should just have brought it back. Or B, at least be, woman enough to write me a note or something to say, I haven't forgot, or blah. I don't know. But I just think it's out of order. And I don't think that the school is handling it very well. I'm waiting for a call from them. So we'll see. I'll update you on the next episode, yeah? But I just don't think this is fair. I can't be spending money on things for my child for then other children to be able to throw, and nobody replaces it. Either the school needs to replace it or the mum needs to replace it. Me not care where it come from. Me just want it to be replaced. Am I okay? No, I'm not having it. I'm sorry. I just think it's out of order. It's really annoyed me. And the thing is, no one wants to be at loggerheads with their child's school. And they're probably thinking to me, they're probably thinking, oh, God, here's Janelle's mum again moaning. But I'm sorry, it's just not called for. It's not on. It's not on. Sort it out. I'm not having it. And because the last time I was in contact with them was about the hair cutting, where they allowed the children to have these scissors that they said was age appropriate, but it cut through my child's afro hair that was in a plait, and I think about 3 of them were cut. So that was the last time I was in contact with them. So they're probably just thinking, oh my God, she moans. But I don't care. I don't think that's fair. And I don't know what to do about it, but I just don't think that's fair. No, it's just a water bottle, but do you know what I mean? It's not just a water bottle, it's expensive. If they could just have any old plastic bottle of water, that's fine. You know what I mean? But the fact is they have to be named water bottles. Named water bottles. It's just stupid. Like, I'm just not having it. So yeah, I will, as I said, let you guys know what the outcome is if I get the blood clot water bottle. But I doubt it, to be fair. I doubt it. Guys, I had a very I've had actually quite a few interesting conversations with men recently, and I feel like I'm just giving up. Like, I'm gonna give up, okay? Because I can't deal with this. And maybe I'm thinking to myself, like, maybe if I just stop looking, stop thinking about men, don't worry about getting a partner, just leave it, just be on your own, babe, just be young, free, sexy and single. Maybe then I will find my one true love. But then I feel like I don't know. I just don't know. I might lose my flirtatious ways, do you know what I mean? Because I can be a flirt at times, and I don't want to lose that because I like it. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, anyways, that's all I've got to say for this episode. It's a bit short, but I love you guys, do you know what I mean? I just can't deal with life sometimes, do you know what I mean? People piss me off, water bottles and that. And yeah, I just hope you guys have a fantastic life. I'm not going anywhere, I promise. I've got a big interview coming up very soon as well. Exciting. I've got quite a few. I need to sort my life out. But yeah, I actually love you guys, and I'm sorry. Sorry for the wait. But I'll be back on track soon. So did you hear that? I was like, my chair was squeaking. I don't even know if you guys heard that. But you know, leather chairs and fat asses, it just don't really work. Do you know what I mean? Speaking of fat asses, like, I need to buy this cross trainer. I keep saying I'm going to buy a cross trainer, but then I keep not buying it. But I need to buy it. I want to work out. I want to work out. Hey. I work out when I walk in. Okay, I'm going to stop, sorry. Because do you remember that song? What were them people called? The guy with the bushy hair. What was his name? This is what you know that song. Is it LMFAO? LMFAO. That was the group, right? Anyways, guys, I love you. Remember, get in touch with me. I'm a nice person. Don't be scared of me. I only bite if you ask me to. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, talk to me. Get in touch. Instagram, Twitter, all the shebangs. Do you know what I mean? Email me. No one. Can you email me? Sorry, why am I shouting? Email me, guys. Yeah, and I've started vaping now, by the way. I'm trying to give up the fags, allegedly, but I'm vaping. It's not as good as a fag, but it's okay. So we're going to see how this goes. But it's fine. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely love you guys. Remember to follow your dreams and follow me on Instagram at Joy's World, the podcast. Follow me on Twitter at JoyXOXO. Email me, joyspodcast@hotmail.com. Love me. Mwah. Love yourselves. Love your mums. Love your dads. Love everybody. Love your children. Even though they're annoying. Love them. It's okay. Love them. Okay. Remember, guys, to stay happy and live your best life always. Until next time. Mwah.